Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending one more press conference at TIFF 2010. This is a very busy one. I really need you guys to cooperate with me. No pictures being taken from the first 3 rows. You guys are welcome to do whatever you want for the first minute of the press conference. They're going to do a group hug for you guys. Then, if you don't mind, please move into the backs and move into the side. You guys asking the questions, please stand up and announce who you work for before asking your question. Leave space for the volunteers. Bear in mind it is a very busy room. I mean, we have to coordinate this quite well. Always reminding everyone, press conferences are being broadcast live at bell.ca/movie lover and available on your smartphone on the Bell network. I would like to welcome on stage the director, the screenwriter, the actors of the film Black Swan, and moderator Henri Béard. Thank you, guys. Take your seats. Please take your seats, guys. Guys, please take your seats. Not in the front rows, please.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the press conference for Black Swan. For those who have not seen the film, and I'm thinking particularly of our television audience, since this press conference is broadcast live, this is the story of Nina, a dancer at the New York City Ballet, who is to play the lead in Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. If she has Odile, the white swan, coming naturally to her, she has yet to find within her Odile's evil twin, Odette, also known as the Black Swan. Nina is, of course, portrayed by Miss Natalie Portman. Pushing her or helping her in strange ways to get and nail the Black Swan are Beth, the dancer that Nina replaces at the New York City Ballet, played by Miss Winona Ryder. Her mother, Erica, a former ballet dancer, played by Miss Barbara Hershey. Even perhaps more strongly, Thomas Leroy, the artistic director, played by Mr. Vincent Cassel. And behind the scenes, the 2 people who have helped her, the man who wrote the script, Mark Heyman, and the man who directed the film, Mr. Darren Aronofsky. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
And I'll throw the first question to you, Mr. Aronofsky. You have stated a couple of times that you considered this film to be a pendant, in a way, to The Wrestler,
Well,
with Mickey Rourke.
yeah. Well, the connections between the 2 films didn't escape us when we started to work on Black Swan. You know, ballet being the highest art and wrestling being the lowest art, if you consider wrestling an art, which most people don't. I do, but either way, high and low entertainment, and yet they both had performers that use their bodies in extreme ways to entertain, and then there were just definitely thematic connections between the 2. So Mark, the writer, was like, you really want to, connect it. You realize that our films are really lining up a lot, and I was never afraid of it, because I always thought they're very, very different genres and they're different movies, but if they have some type of similar message about performance, I thought that would be interesting. And my dream is one day that it will play in an art theater as a double feature.
That would be interesting. And we have a first question here, sir.
Hi, Fabian Wendell for Latin America. I have a question for Natalie. You know, the movie starts with you having the craziest dream. So would you say that the craziest dream would be to win the Oscar?
No, I still feel like I have very boring dreams personally. I'm always like doing homework or walking the dog or something that I could do better when I'm awake. But no, I mean, the best thing with this movie is that everyone seems to be really having a strong visceral response. I think Darren's filmmaking is so, it's both thought-provoking and emotional and pure entertainment, and it seems that everyone is really responding well, and that's a great outcome for the film.
But do you still feel the pressure? I mean, do you see this Oscar buzz that going on around the movie?
It's very complimentary and flattering that people are talking about that, but obviously what we do is about wanting to make things that people connect to, and that's the biggest prize. And the biggest prize is also getting to work with everyone here. It's a real honor.
Clarify one thing, Ms. Portman, for us. According to some, you spent an entire year training for the part, doing ballet training. And that would have been the first time that you ever did any bar exercise. Others say that you studied ballet when you were a kid.
I like this controversy. I'd like to see a debate between. I did ballet until I was 12, and then stopped when I started acting seriously, and then started again for the film when I was 27. So there's a 15-year gap, but I did have, a decent base, but I would say
and a very good turnout.
Yeah, and good turnout. But the trainers that I worked with, Mary Helen Bowers, who trained me for the entire year, and then closer to the day, Georgina Parkinson and Olga and Marina and Kurt and Benjamin. I mean, everyone was so instrumental in really shaping all of that. So it was I had the greatest people in the ballet world, shaping me.
There was an advantage and a disadvantage of making this film independently. And one of the advantages is that we got that because the money never really came through for a really long time, we kept having to push. And one thing I didn't realize until recently is that every time we pushed, Natalie was like, another 3 weeks of carrot sticks and almonds? I'm going to kill you. And so she really was tortured pretty badly because we had such a hard time getting the money for the film.
Okay. Question over here. Go ahead, ma'am, and then the gentleman here.
For Natalie, Mix TV. Natalie, you play Nina with such a huge emotional range, but it's the first time kind of you play such a challenging sexual role. I'm wondering what's your experience? Is it different making this particular movie?
It was absolutely a great opportunity that Darren gave to all of us to have these really complicated characters, and also to give us the freedom to bring what we wanted to the roles as well. I mean, it was a great generosity to sort of give the role and then also say, and what do you think, and have that openness. It was an amazing experience. And I think my experience working with Darren too I felt kind of telepathic almost. I've never had that with any director before. Like Darren could say half a word and I felt like I understood, and I could say half a word to him and he understood. We were in some strange zone of focus that allowed us to sort of share this intention.
To go back to ballet and then to you, sir, any of the other actors, were you familiar with the world of ballet, with ballet training? Had you done anything, any such thing? All three of you? Winona? Oh, I mean Barbara.
I'll start just because you're looking at me. I hadn't. But I went backstage in preparation for this, and got to watch them perform and study their study, and it was tremendous, and it helped a lot in terms of how to hold yourself, how to move, really what they go through. And it was, it's like the honor of acting, that you get exposed to things in a deep way that you just wouldn't know about otherwise. It was wonderful.
And you probably studied the faces of the mothers who are backstage.
No, sure, yes, yeah.
Ms. Ryder?
I haven't had any experience with the ballet. I saw the Nutcracker when I was small. I think that's it. That counts.
Don't know if I can extend the question to you, Vincent.
Actually, yeah, I did some training when I was younger for like 6 or 7 years, and then I stopped because it was too painful. And then I started again a bit for this one, just to get back in shape. But it's not like I really dance in the movie, so I didn't need to torture myself as much as Natalie did.
Sir?
You mentioned the financing of the film and some problems that you had getting the money together. So how did you pull the cast together, first of all? And did the cast come together first and then you had to go after the financing? Because it seems like a film that goes against the grain for Hollywood.
I mean, after The Wrestler, we thought, because we had done a film about wrestling with Mickey Rourke and everyone was like, what the hell are you guys doing? And then it came out okay. I thought it would be much easier with this cast and something that was closer to a genre film. But it was just as hard. I mean, we were trying to raise the money during, the serious black hole of film financing, which may or may not still be going on. I'm not raising money right now, but it doesn't seem like things are any better. So it was really, really very difficult. So it was kind of a bluff. We were assembling the cast, saying we had the money, and we sort of did it in a few places, but the money fell apart many, many times. And sorry, I lied to all you guys. But it's a chicken. You can't get money unless you have incredible talent with you. So.